Hello everyone, today we are going to have a lesson about one point perspective, and I thought we should start with a simple thing like a road. So here I have a cross section of a road. I think it's about 8 meters wide. Let's just confirm that before we go further. Yes, it's about 8 meters with about 1 meter on each side shoulder. So also I decided to include a trench or a drain on one side and an even ground on both sides. Now let us start. The first thing we start is with the reference line. The reference line should be faint, maybe dotted, and should be on the upper side of your object, the object you want to project. So let us draw a line like that, and let us make it dotted. It is dotted. I don't know why we can't see it like that. Let us make it dotted, and I want to bring it closer here, closer there. Then from there, what you need to do is to establish a focal or a vanishing point, where the farthest the eyes can see on that particular object. So let's just name this one as a vanishing point. Vanishing point. There it is. So we have our vanishing point here. Yeah. And from there, everything now becomes easy, because what we need to do is to join our corners to that vanishing point. So we start here. We can start with any corner, but let me start with this corner of the road. I take all the way to that vanishing point, and maybe I should just for ease I'll just circle this so that you can see it. So that is our vanishing point. You see that dot there? That is our vanishing point. And now all we need to do is to join these corners. Sorry about that. These corners to the vanishing point. This corner to that vanishing point, and this corner also to vanishing point. Here we have our drain, which we join that corner to vanishing point, and also the base of the drain, we also join it there. As you can see from here, from this point, we will not be able to see this line, so we can delete it because it's going to be hidden behind there. So there we have our simple road. It's already forming, but we still have more interesting things to do. So we can decide to have this edge all the way. The reason you cannot see the other edge is because it is slightly below, and it will definitely be hidden. If you were to draw it, it would be behind that line. Okay, on this other side we can decide to become a bit more creative, and because it's an even ground, we can decide to have it not as even as on this other side. So we can have our highs and lows of terrain like that, and then those waves reduce as we go further and further. So you can see you already have that kind of terrain. Now the other thing is we can have an object or something by the side of the road that shows also that it is vanishing. So why don't we have a simple fence? Let's say there is a farmer here who has fenced their property. So we can draw a pole there of about 1.5 meters high, and maybe 150 millimeters in diameter. Then we do it like that. That is our pole. Now if you want to add more poles in line with this pole, you'd have to first draw projection lines that diminish towards the vanishing point. So let's start with this corner and we take it all the way to the vanishing point. We take this other corner and take it there. We repeat the same on all corners of our pole and take them all the way to the end. Let's just go. Just a minute. Okay, there we go. Now we need to add maybe 2 more poles just to show the effect, and I'm going to add another one here. This line should be straight like that, horizontal completely. This one should be completely vertical, and we should be able to join. You can see how I'm using our reference points lines to make my pole, and you can see how it is intersecting perfectly. That is the beauty of numbers and mathematics. So here we go. We have another pole here, we do the same here, and we bring it down here. You can see if you follow the guidelines, there is minimal strain. Everything just falls in place. I want now to remove these guidelines from there. I want to remove them. We don't need them anymore. But even as you look at it, you can see these poles are diminishing in size as you go further. Then maybe I need to put like a barbed wire, and there you go. I can have that one, the lower one. Let me just change it to maybe depict more water, for it to be more or less like a barbed wire. Then you have the middle one. All you need to do is to look for the middle part of this. There you go, of this pole. There you go. Now the other point is here. That is the upper point. So there we go. What you can do, maybe let us just cut this one from here. Yeah, like that. So generally that's just an illustration of a fence on the side. You could do something similar on this other side, but I don't want to make a very long video. If you need a more detailed perspective, you can always comment below, and then I'm going to make a perspective of anything. You can tell me whatever you want us to do, and we are going to do it. Maybe before we are done, let us do road markings. And more road markings are usually in the middle of the road. So let us get the middle of the road there, and the road marking should be about 100 to 150 millimeters. And I'll do it 150. I'll make it 150 millimeters wide. This should be there. Then what you do, you just join it to the vanishing point. It is as easy as that. So let us start here. The first one should be bigger. They should continue to become smaller as you go further and further. And so we'll just make a few that gap should be smaller like that, and there you go. Now there you go. So from there, just delete this one, this one. I know some of you are asking why we are not making any measurements with the markings in the middle of the road. The reason is that unlike these other objects, markings may be of different spacing. So let us why don't we shade the road? Let us do some shading of the road. Some shading of the road. Where is our fill? Okay, so let me start with the sides, the shoulders. And what about the middle? The tarmac should be heavier like that. Maybe what we need to do is remove the middle part shading so that we have our marking like that. In case we need also to have the shoulder marking, we can put it like that and maybe mirror it to this other side. Here we go. So let me just remove this. I'm going to cut this out so that it shows a continuous line on that edge, on that edge like that. Now I want to make these lines heavier, the lines of the road to be slightly, especially here, that one should be heavier. Question is how heavy, like that. Take the default of that and transfer it to these other points, yeah, like that. So let's shade also the drain. The drain should also be shaded. I think I'll have to go darker on the floor and lighter on the sides. So guys, there we go. And once you're done, you can decide to remove the reference line, or you can decide also to do some maybe some heels impression like that, like that, yeah, like that. Maybe another one behind there like that. So there we go. This one should be behind that pole, so you can cut that one out. So there we go, guys. That is our simple 1-point perspective, and you can see that the road seems to become smaller as you go further and further and further. Now I'll be making a 2-point perspective soon, and I'll be uploading it soon, so kindly subscribe for more videos and give us a thumbs up, and we'll be grateful. See you guys.